Welcome to our new video. Today, we're going to talk about some key points related to the final steps of trademark registration, including when a mark is entered in the register, what happens if the applicant passes away, how to get the certificate, and what to do if you miss the renewal deadline. Let's get started. Question 96. When the mark be entered in the Register of Trademark? Answer. Where no notice of opposition to an application advertised or re-advertised in the journal is filed within the period specified, or where an opposition is filed and it is dismissed, the registrar shall enter the trademark on the register. The entry of a trademark in the register shall specify the date of filing of application, the actual date of the registration, the goods or services, and the class or classes in respect of which it is registered. Question 97. What will happen if the applicant died in between the process of trademark registration? Answer. If the applicant for trademark registration passes away after the application has been filed, but before the trademark has been entered into the register, the registrar can take certain steps to continue the process. Process. The successor in interest, the person or entity who inherits or takes over the applicant's rights, may file a request using Form TMM. The successor must provide proof of the applicant's death and evidence showing the transmission of interest from the deceased applicant to the successor. Upon receiving the necessary documentation, the registrar may substitute the name of the deceased applicant with that of the successor in interest. Once the name is amended, the application will proceed as if filed by the new applicant, allowing the trademark registration process to continue. Question 98. How certificate of registration of trademark be granted? Answer. The certificate of registration to be issued by the registrar under subsection 2 of section 23 shall be on Form RG2 and shall include the trademark. It shall bear the seal of the trademarks registry. The registrar may issue duplicate or further copies of the certificate of registration on request by the registered proprietor in Form TMM, accompanied by the prescribed fee. Provided that no such duplicate or copy of certification of registration shall be issued where such request is received after the expiry of time limit for renewal of registration and restoration of registered trademark. Question 99. What will happen if the owner didn't pay the renewal fee of trademark? Answer. If the owner fails to pay the renewal fee for a trademark, the following consequences can occur. 1. Trademark becomes invalid. If the renewal fee is not paid within the prescribed time, the trademark registration will lapse and the trademark will no longer be valid or protected under the law. This means that the owner loses exclusive rights to the mark, and others may be able to use or register a similar mark for the same goods services. 2. Late renewal option. There is a grace period of 6 months after the expiry of the trademark, during which the owner can still renew the trademark by paying the renewal fee along with a late fee. If the fee is paid during the grace period, the trademark will be renewed and revalidated. However, if the renewal is not done during this time, the trademark will be removed from the trademark register. 3. Loss of legal protection. After the expiration, without renewal, the trademark owner no longer has legal protection for the mark. This could lead to third parties using the mark or registering it as their own. If you fail to renew, you also lose the ability to prevent others from using a similar or identical mark, which could damage your brand's identity and reputation. 4. Risk of trademark infringement. With no valid registration, your brand may be at risk of trademark infringement or passing off actions from competitors using a similar mark in the market. 5. Additional costs. After the grace period, if the trademark is removed, you may have to file a fresh trademark application to get protection for your mark again, which involves additional time, effort, and costs. Question 100. What will happen if no application for renewal of trademark be made within stipulated time period? Answer. If no application for the renewal of a trademark is made within the stipulated time period, the following consequences will occur. 1. Trademark registration lapses. The trademark will cease to be valid after the expiration of the initial 10-year period, or after any subsequent renewal period. Without renewal, the trademark will no longer be protected under the law, and the trademark owner loses exclusive rights to the mark. 2. 2. Trademark will be removed from the register. If the renewal is not filed within the grace period, which is 6 months after the expiration date, the trademark will be removed from the trademark register. Once removed, the trademark will not be recognized as a valid trademark, and you will no longer have the legal right to prevent others from using a similar or identical mark. 3. Loss of exclusive rights. Without renewal, the trademark owner loses the ability to enforce their rights. Other businesses or individuals may use a similar or identical mark for the same goods, services, leading to confusion in the marketplace. The owner will also lose the ability to take legal action for trademark infringement against others who use the same or similar mark. 4. Potential for re-registration. After the grace period ends, if the trademark has been removed from the register, the owner may need to file a new trademark application to secure protection for the mark again. Refiling involves the same process as a new trademark application, including any applicable fees and time required for approval. And there is no guarantee that the trademark will be granted again if someone else applies for it in the meantime. 5. Risk of losing the mark to a third party. If the trademark owner does not renew and the trademark is removed from the register, there is a risk that someone else may apply for and register a similar or identical mark. This can result in the loss of brand identity and legal rights over the mark, especially if the new applicant is using the mark for the same goods/services. If you want to register your brand name, logo, or tagline and legally secure your identity, don't wait. Get expert help with the entire trademark registration process. Contact VMK Professionals, your trusted legal and business partner, to ensure your brand is protected under the law. Visit www.vmkpros.com and get started today. That's it for this video. We hope you learned something new today. Share your thoughts or questions in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more helpful content. See you next time. Thank you.